Hello everyone. Today let's discuss about the copyright and content creation, which is navigating the legal aspect of the online media. In the era of the digital world, digital media, content creation has never been more accessible or legally complex. Whether you're a YouTuber, podcast, social media influencer, blogger, uh, anything and any more, understanding copyright is essential. Copyright law protects the original creation, but it also places boundaries on what can be legally used, shared, and remixed. Navigating this landscape isn't just about avoiding troubles, it's all about respecting others' creativity, ownership, and protecting your own work as well. What is a copyright? Copyright is a form of legal protection automatically granted um, granted to the creators for their original work and applies to a wide range of creative outputs including text, images, videos, music, softwares, and many more. The moment you fix the work in your tangible medium, it can be recording, writing, filming, it is protected even without a formal registration. Key rights of a copyright holder, which includes reproduction, distribution, public performance, displays, creation of derivative works. When we talk about fair use and fair dealing, many content creators assume they can freely use copyrighted material if it's just for fun or non commercial, but it's really more nuanced. Fair News allows limited use of copyrighted content without permission for a specific purpose, such as commentary, criticism, reporting, education, and parody. Courts also analyze few factors, that is, purpose and the character of the use, nature of the copyrighted work, amount and sustainability used, effect on the market value of the original work. Let's talk about other countries as well, such as UK and Canada. Follow similar principles under fair dealing, but these rules vary. When content is no longer under the copyright or was never eligible, it enters the area called public domain. These works are free to use without permission or attribution. Classic literature, expired patents, and some government works often fall in this category. For the creators who want to share their work more openly, Creative Commons license provides a standardized way to grant their permissions. And these range from simple attributions, only licenses, to more restrictive options like non commercial use or share alike requirements. And best practices for content creation or content creators, influencers, bloggers, YouTubers would be to just simply follow four basic rules. Use your own content whenever, wherever it is possible. Source media legally. Use royalty free libraries, example Unsplash, Pelex, many more, and subscribe to music image licensing platforms and attribute properly. Even if a license allows you have to still require a credit and read the fine print. Don't rely on free to use claims or very just like you can use it. Go check, verify the license. If you're able to use it, then only please go for it. If not, we have so many complications to be faced. Like they can file a suit, you have to go to court, go for your justice. Everything happens in a round. So, common legal pitfalls I would like to discuss. One thing is using the Google images or random music. These are typically copyrighted even if they're available online. Sharing memes or clips without credit. This could be infringement unless the use is clearly transformative and fair. And lastly, reposting others' content, whether it's Instagram or TikTok or a blog post, Reposting without a permission of a fair use reasoning can be very risky, and we have to um, you know protect our work. How can we do that? Creators should also think about defending their own rights for their own creativity. First thing is you have to register a copyright. After that, you have to watermark visual work or embedded metadata. After that, monitor for infringement. You can use tools like Google Alerts, reverse image search, or platforms like many other which we have. Uh, so now let's discuss certain case studies regarding copyright and content creation in online media. The first case study when we discuss about Lens versus Universal Music Corporation 2007 to 2015. So the main topic was fair use and DMCA takedown abuse. Let's talk about the background of this case. That is, Lens uploaded a 29 seconds YouTube video of a child dancing to Prince's song, that is Let's Go Crazy. That song was issued by Universal Music, and a DMCA was taken down. But Lens fought back, claiming fair use. What was the outcome of this was one thing: the USA Ninth Circuit rule that the copyright holders must consider fair use before issuing the DMCA takedown notices. And the video was restored, and the case reinforced fair and use protection for small creators. What can be the significance of this case? They set a precedent that a copyright holder cannot issue takedowns blindly. Just they must assess the fair use first. And let's even discuss about the another case, which is Viacom versus YouTube. So the topic here was user has generated content and platform liability. A background of this case was Viacom sued YouTube. Then it was owned by Google in the year 2007 to 14 around for $1 million, and alleging that a platform allowed users to upload thousands of copyrighted clips from MTV, Comedy Central, and other Viacom networks as well. What was the outcome for this rule? That was after many years of legal battles, court ruled in the favor of YouTube. The court upheld that platforms are not liable for the user's uploaded content under the DMCA safe harbor provisions, provided they removing the infringing content promptly when it is notified. And the significance of this case is strengthened platform protection under DMCA and highlighted the need for proactive copyright enforcement tools like YouTube Contents ID and many more. And we have a very recent case, which is Warner Music versus Gymshark in 2021. And the topic for this case was unlicensed music in social media marketing. So background of this case study is Gymshark, which is a UK based fitness brand, was sued by Warner Music for using the popular copyrighted music in Instagram and TikTok videos without licensing. What was the outcome was the Gymshark settled out of court for an undisclosed sum, like that was in millions. Warner alleged that willfully infringement and emphasized that brand use of music is commercial and it is not a fair use. And if we come to the point of significance in this case study, it has demonstrated that commercial risk of using unlicensed music in social media marketing is even for seamlessly harmless post. And We can even discuss a case of Zaira of the and the AI copyright rejection, which happened in 2023. The topic of this case is AI generated content and copyright eligibility. So, if you take about the background, Krish Kastavuan applied for a copyright protection for his graphics novel, Zaira of the Dawn, which used images generated by AI tool. Um, and the US Copyright Office initially has granted the copyright, but later revoked the protection for the AI generated images. What was the outcome was the Copyright Office ruled that AI generated images are not copyrightable unless there is a sustainable substantial human authorization or authorship, and only the text and arrangements were granted protection. And significance of this case was this case has set a precedent for how AI generated content is handled under a current copyright law and foreshadowed the further law reforms. And so let's just take away few summaries from these three case studies. When we think about the first case study, that is Lens versus Universal, the takeaway is fair use must be considered in takedowns. And second was Viacom versus YouTube. Platforms are protected if they act on infringement notices. And if we talk about the Warner versus Gymshark, it is about social media brands must license music before spreading, posting, or remixing it. And Zaira of the Dawn case study, most important takeaway, and it was a precedent as well. AI content needs human authorship for the copyright. And now let's discuss the emerging issues, which is AI, NFTs, and copyright reforms. As technology continues to advance, copyright law is being tested and under unprecised or precedented in multiple ways. The key emerging issues include ownership of AI generated content, as we discussed earlier. Who legally owns creative works generated by an AI? Developers, users, or the AI system itself? With AI tools producing music, art, literature, court and lawmakers are grappling with how to apply this traditional authorship principles as well. Second comes the copyright material in NFT. So, can a non fungible tokens lawfully incorporate the copyright laws? Are they worked? And what can be the legal implications for resale, reproduction, or commercial use? So, the answer for this question is very simple. The intersection between the digital ownership and copyright protection remains murky. And when we talk about the globalization of copyright law, as online media transits borders, however, are international copyright regimes adjusting. And what can be the answer for this? It's just simple. The questions of jurisdiction, enforcement, and harmonization, which remains, certain remain certain in debates over digital rights and management and fair use. And um, I would like to conclude this point by stating that governments and courts are still catching up with these rapidly evolving challenges. For creators, staying informed and proactive about legal development is crucial than ever. In this digital age, creativity is just about currency, but without a robust copyright protection, that currency risks losing its value. In an increasingly crowded and complex digital landscape, understanding copyright is not just a safeguard, it is a creative asset as well. Whether you're protecting your own intellectual property or responsibly using someone else, being informed helps building credibility, trust, and a sustainable brand. As a content creator and creation evolves with AI, NFTs, and new media format, staying up on data on a legal development is no longer optional. It is an essential option